members of What the Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our trailer reaction for John Wick 4. It doesn't have a subtitle. I'm so confused. I got this early today because I'm on the call list for John Wick, and so they release a lot of information ahead of time for people, and then they release it to the rest of the public, the rest of you schmoes, later on in the day. So I'm interested to see how she reacts to this. So here we go, John Wick 4, and go.
Saying goodbyes?
Saying hello.
You think your wife can hear you?
No.
And why bother?
Maybe I'm wrong.
You're going to die.
Maybe not.
Goodbye to you, my trusted friend.
Saying that.
A new
the
day
red
is
kicks in.
dawning. New ideas, new rules, new management.
We've known each other since we were 9 or 10.
Who is this? The Marquis de Gramont. Challenge him to single combat. Win or lose, it's a way out. I don't sit at the table. Your family does.
Please pray for me.
Oh, they do.
Was the black sheep of the family.
Man has to look his best when it's
Interesting
time to get
song.
married
Yeah.
or buried.
I'm going to need a gun.
Goodbye, my friend. It's hard to
Guns! Lots of guns! Sorry. Still wrong.
So,
If you win.
meta?
Lawrence of Arabia.
The table will honor its word.
We'll have
Dogs
your freedom.
Nice.
Under the old laws, only one can survive. Failure to meet at sunrise will result in execution.
Last words, Winston? Just have fun out there.
Let's all have fun out there.
I want you to find your peace. But a good death only comes after a good life. You and I left a good life behind a long time ago, my friend.
Is every
Buddy in this? Yeah. March 24th.
because now they're on 4 and everybody's like,
I like this.
I would like to
This is
be in
fun.
your movie,
The only, thing,
please.
the only one I want to see is John Manganiello. I think John Manganiello would be kind of fun in
Yeah.
this universe too.
Yeah.
Right? But I've been working on this name all day. I'm going to get it wrong. Hiroyuki Sanada
Okay,
is not the final boss
Right.
in this movie.
right.
Donnie Yen is.
Oh, is he? Not
Well, that's the way the
Skarsgård?
trailer is laying
Not
it out.
Bill Skarsgård?
And I think they are both working for Bill Skarsgård.
Okay.
But are you freaking kidding me? Like, I ever watched a movie and thought, like, this is just visually amazing, and I just love the way it looks, and the colors are amazing. Well, our friends over at Movie Palette have come up with these great pieces of art that you could put up on your wall to show your love of movies without really necessarily being overly dramatic about it. Think of a movie barcode kind of thing, where you can look at the colors and know what the movie is, but it's very, very subtle. If you know us, we are into Tron Legacy. The music and the lights and the color itself is just amazing. Just to give you an idea of what they have. Go to moviepalette.com, find your own personal favorite movie, your movie color palette, and have it hang on your wall. At checkout, put in Pop Culture 15 to get 15% off. Thank you, Movie Palette, for sponsoring this video. Link is in the description down below. And don't forget, use Pop Culture 15 at checkout to get 15% off your order. there are other channels out there who do a much better job about describing the importance of what these movies are.
Oh
Yes, they're cool and they're shiny and they're spectacular to look at and really cool gun fu and martial arts and stuff like that. But there's so much emotional meaning behind all these movies, which is one of the reasons why we keep coming back to this universe. That, like, that just them sitting down in a cathedral and like, do you think your wife is listening? No. Then why are you here? Because what if I'm wrong? Like,
yeah.
this is
Yeah.
a kung fu movie. We're talking about talking to the dead just in case they listen. I just
Oh, by the way, that's like half, probably maybe even more of Christians specifically, maybe all religions. They're like, eh, is there a guy up there floating around on the clouds? Probably not, but why do you keep praying to him? What
we
if I'm
keep
wrong?
doing it just in case.
Just in case.
It's that whole kind of concept too, like with the Vikings with Valhalla,
Yeah.
right? Like we're like, do you really believe in Valhalla? Well, we're gonna go out into battle, and we need to have some reason to stay motivated.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
the same general concept.
I think it'll be interesting. So Movies with Mikey does a breakdown of a couple of them. It's Movies with Mikey, isn't it? Where he
Yeah, Film Joy movies.
Film Joy, where he goes through and actually like the kind of mythology. Like there's a lot of references to mythology in at least 2 and 3. I don't remember if there was in 1, but I specifically remember 2 and 3. And so I'm interested to see like kind of what the Easter egg hidden meanings are to this one.
Right, and the the coloring. Whenever John's on the prowl, everything's red, and when he's calm, everything's blue.
Yeah.
And like so that just that kind of color palette and everything that's going on. I is Chiskowski, yeah, Stanowski, Chad, is directing it again, which I'm really hyped because he did the first. I think he did 2 of the first 3. I don't think he did the. I don't think he did Parabellum.
Oh, okay.
I think he did the first 2.
Okay.
And then he's back for this one. I think it was Michael Finch, who directed the third one, who is the other. It's like a 3-headed monster between
Right.
Keanu, Michael Finch, and Chad.
Right.
I think they're the 3-headed monster that is John Wick. If I
Right.
remember, be very nice in the comments. I think I'm right. I should have looked it up before we got going. But having Keanu loves this universe, and I saw a thing earlier on TikTok today that this was the movie that brought Keanu back to Hollywood, and I want to get on my platform and say, no, you're wrong, but it is. It is the first John Wick is the one that everybody came back to, and saw Keanu as more than just the Bill and Ted guy.
Well, I mean,
He had done some other things,
he
but
did The Matrix.
and the Matrix.
I think
right,
that
right.
people are going to more associate him with The Matrix than with Bill and Ted. But between The Matrix and John Wick, he did a lot of like, kind of Hallmark love story kind of.
I was gonna say love story, romantic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is definitely his return to action.
Yeah.
And more of a bigger name. He was kind of like an A-lister who became a B-lister almost, and now he's back to being an A-lister. But
Yeah.
it's Keanu. He doesn't care. He's gonna ride the subway and give you half his sandwich while you're riding.
Yeah.
with it.
Yeah.
He
Like,
doesn't care.
and he's 50. When they filmed this, I think he's 52.
Yeah,
and-
he's around my age.
And so it's
I can't imagine doing. I mean, he doesn't do a lot of the stuff anymore. Like he was able to, especially in The Matrix, and
right.
but
right. But he
but
did
yeah,
a lot of the stuff in the first one, and I'm interested. The reason I bring it up is because some of the skills that he learned in the Matrix, he had to relearn when he started getting ready for this movie franchise that turned into a franchise. But to be able to go into the ring with Sadada and Donnie Yen, like and make it believable that that Keanu can fight with those guys
Yeah.
who've been training since they were 2.
Yeah.
And like I'm not nervous about it. I know they'll do it right.
Yeah.
Like those guys
I
aren't.
mean, they make them slow down. You know, I mean,
right.
that happened in the last one too.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a slowing down process too, with everybody, the raid guys. That
yeah,
were in
the guys. I was going to say the guys from the raid.
and,
Yeah,
but I'm emotionally connected to what's going on with John. That
Yeah.
he made a decision to make a better life for himself, and they even pointed out in the trailer, there is no good life for us.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, cool. Now I know they want to do one more.
okay.
So I think they've all said that 4 and 5 were supposed to be filmed like back to back.
Okay. So they may have already
And
gotten it
maybe they've got it already in
done-ish.
the can,
Yeah.
kind of thing, or whatever. But the idea that they would be pretty much out a year apart. Now the pandemic kind of screwed some of that stuff up, or whatever. But if Sonata and Daniel are please be nice in the comments. Are who do you bring in now?
Yeah.
Like for the big finale of the final, like who do you bring in now?
Yeah, I don't
Like Chuck Norris? Like
no.
dude's in his 80s. Like
No Chuck Norris. Please, God, no.
Steve Austin, Dwayne Johnson, Chuck Norris, the ghost of Bruce Lee. Like I don't know who else you bring in that hasn't already been in this franchise.
I don't know.
And so I'm excited for him. I'm kind of sound like I'm trying to poo-poo, but I'm not. I'm really excited about it. And they're starting to. The ballerina has been green lit, which is about the ballerina school from the second one,
Mm-hmm.
and it's Anna de Armas is going to be the John Wick kind of character in that show,
Mhm.
and Keanu said he'll be in it. So
Yeah. Cool.
And there's still rumors of the Continental.
Yeah.
So,
would be
anything else for this trailer? I'm excited.
I couldn't tell.
So let us know what you thought of this trailer and our reaction to it in the comments down below. Please be nice. I have a hard time with Todd as a name. So just say it. Be nice. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Links in the description down below. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.